Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some Assetto Corsa, just the original version, not Competizione, the newer version. And we'll quickly go through the in-game settings here. So playing at resolution 3840 by 2160. You can see anisotropic filtering is at maximum. I only put 2 times MSAA, as I'm playing at 4K. You don't really need too much of that. And no VSync, of course, and no frame limit, just so we can see exactly what the RTX 3090 Ti can do. And in terms of effects, so smoky mirrors, smoke generation, all maxed out. And the only thing I've turned off is motion blur, just personal choice for me, and no effect preset as well. You can choose one if you want, but play the game at default. This is the view I was using. You can tweak this to your own liking, of course. In terms of reflections, everything's been maxed out as well. So visually, this is about as good as the game's gonna look. I'm sure there's ways out there to enhance it, but that'll probably be for another video. Now, in terms of the race I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be driving in Belgium, Spa. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. We're going to have 18 opponents, and I'm a super casual, so we're driving at a low difficulty, only 82% strength from the AI. 10 o'clock, and I'll be driving the McLaren MP412C GT3 class car. There'll probably be some GT2 cars amongst the race as well. So let's get straight into it. See how I get on. Before I do that, actually, it's probably worth mentioning I am using the Logitech G920 force feedback wheel and pedals. Entry level set, nothing major like a Fanatec or anything like that, or Fanatic. I don't know how it's pronounced these days, but I'm a super casual when it comes to sim racing, so it's not something I'm going to invest too heavily on yet, but you never know, my needs may grow in the future. So let's get into the race and see how I perform. So I've got a nice mixture here of GT3 and GT2 cars. So I don't think I'll be beating any GT2 cars, to be honest, but I'll do my best. See how the McLaren MP412C handles. Let's try and get a good start here. My reaction time wasn't too bad. Oh, come on. First lap's always a bit annoying because everyone drives so slow, so it's easy to get spun. It wasn't the worst start in the world. Let's try and gain a few places now. Absolutely love Spa though, especially Eau Rouge, which I'm going up now. I love the way the F1 cars just go up there flat out. It's a shame about the race last year with the rain. I had like 3 or 4 laps under a safety car, and that was pretty much it. Everyone was awarded half points. I think Lando Norris had a very big crash, and it just kind of scared the FIA. Hopefully we get a race this year. So as far as performance goes, I mean, just look at those numbers. RTX 3090 Ti just beasting right now, and I know it's not a massive achievement. I mean, it's Assetto Corsa, so it's not that demanding, but I know some of you guys love to have ultra low milliseconds when it comes to sim racing, because you want that very high response rate when it comes to your steering wheel. And the RTX 3090 Ti will definitely give you blistering frame rates even at 4K. That's a third for this corner. I'm so out of practice, I need to really focus here. It's kind of harder to talk and drive than you think. That's a second for this one. I'm trying to get some confidence back in this car. I haven't driven GT3 car for a while, so I'm kind of learning what this car can and cannot do. I'm way off the limit though. I know some of you guys are looking at this and thinking this is terrible, and I would agree with you. I'm like a super casual when it comes to sim racing, so give me a break. And 5950X hasn't got much to do either. Completely overshot that corner. Should have braked much earlier. I lost a lot of time there. Let's try and do a better lap this time. And as you can see as well, this engine's very brutal on the GPU. Pretty much pegged at my power limit throughout the whole race. Around 460 watt plus. So you're going to need some good cooling. You can see the Asus stuff doing a good job though. Remaining under 70 degrees for now. Took Eau Rouge all wrong last time, so at least want to stay on the racing line. So yeah, I mean, in terms of performance, you're not really going to see much lower than 150 in probably a worst case scenario. Maybe I should do a wet race next time. Then that'll just make it a lot harder for me because I'll have to really practice. Yeah, I'm so off the pace right now. These leaders are just getting away from me. Can't even catch them. A little bit on the power too early there. That's all it takes to lose control of these cars. Bit too much curve, bit too much acceleration out of the corner, and you've lost control. So I really gotta focus here. McLaren, it's got a bit more grip than I gave it credit for. Starting to get a bit more confident with it. That's a second for this corner, it's pretty tight. And pretty much full throttle on the next two corners. Just look at those frame rates, 212 FPS very briefly. So yeah, I mean, as far as performance goes, no problem. I don't think you need these amount of frames to enjoy the game, but you know, some people may argue, especially if you got one of those crazy 185 Hz monitors. This might just be exactly what you're looking for. This is probably one of the only games I wanted to play in VR, because that would be so immersive. I'm playing on my 55-inch LG B9 OLED, and for the most part it's quite immersive for me. But I've never really been sold on VR, but this is one of the games that I've seen people on YouTube do it and it looks amazing. So I might have to try that out one day, who knows. So just fighting my way around this track on my Logitech G920. Still giving me a decent experience, especially as a super casual racer. I'm to third for this one. Probably could have went down to second actually. As you can see, I'm very, very low in confidence to go around some of these corners. Trying to just keep it on the black stuff. It's so bright out here as well. Maybe I should have raced at a different time of day. Assetto Corsa is pretty old now, but it still looks amazing. Like, it's aged very, very well in my opinion. It's got really many better looking sim racers. I know you got Competizione, and that's more modern, but honestly I can't really tell the difference graphically between the two games. Yeah, starting to catch the group again, but nowhere near enough to actually pass anyone. So I spent a good period of this race on my own, unfortunately. Hopefully this is still useful to some of you guys out there that was curious to see what the RTX 3090 Ti could do. And it does well from what I can see. I'll have to try a different track at different conditions at some point, but that'll be for another video. At least I caught up with the pack, even though I'm like very late, but I caught up in the end. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks for watching.